back, yeah, get back, do-do-do. Fall back, yeah, get back, back.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Something taken from me.
Here we go, tonight. Green up, tonight.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order bit.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Abdul Carter. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's caught inside the 35. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A huge play there for Denver. 66 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete. That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle was there but couldn't bust free. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Purdy. This is caught by McMillan. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down. Cowboys.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. This defense for the Broncos, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Cowboys! Pat Freiermuth with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. They couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. Powering his way forward. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
First down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off play action, Fields. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. Catch is made here by Ernst Smith Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Broncos first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Tonight.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Saquon Barkley. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Jason Sandler is set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Purdy looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Purdy. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 44 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24. Turns that punt 73 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. But it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
The extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. The Broncos at 3-4 on the year coming into play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. But I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again. That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, 5:51.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Green 19, good after that. All right.
Here's Fields. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
1st and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A first down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Here we go, side. 19 instruction. All right.
To throw is Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here we go.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Finding Walker complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
25 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A fake there on the jet sweep as it's Fields off play action. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Move 58. Move 58. Is that all right?
Play action. It's Fields. Little short pass here to Hill. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now 2nd and 5. Fields. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd.
Here's Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy now to throw. Here's Freiermuth again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 36 yards on the play.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. To the left side, he's got McMillan. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Broncos 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go. Green 19, got that. Hurry up, hurry up. Say
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
19 winning. Here we go.
Well, here we go on fourth down. Fields connects with Kittle underneath. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. A short one there to Flaherty. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Broncos' 21-yard line.
Yellow. Half left.
Operating from the gun. Purdy. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go. Green 19, Jesse Tech.
Now it's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that was one that I kind of saw it coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. And Walker has it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to start.
Walker hitting the ball's head. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it. And not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went away, didn't it?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Purdy from the gun. Connection with Walker going across the formation. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in a mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal in the game is to finish a shutout. But you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Purdy. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just said, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here. Purdy. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
2nd down and 6 now. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Turton is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one.